Yeah.
He bothered them.
Yeah.
Because he kept talking about his dream.
Dream. Yeah.
And finally they plotted and killed him. And threw him in the pit. And said, let's leave him there. They plotted to kill him. They didn't kill him. They thought they killed him. They put him in a pit and said, let's see what becomes of his dream. Well, there was another man named Martin Luther King who came to Washington, D.C. 47 years ago, and he talked about a dream. He left here and went to Birmingham. He left here and went to Selma, and he kept annoying them. He got us the right to vote. He got us the right to a public accommodation. They freed him. And when they put him in the pit, some of us went in the pit and started going on crack and going on drugs and breaking up our families. But don't confuse the pit for pit stop. Because we're coming out of that pit today. Because I'm going to show you what became of his dream. When Dr. King came here 47 years ago, we came on the back of buses. But today we flew in first class. What became of his dream? We couldn't sleep in a hotel. We couldn't use a restaurant coming up 95 North. But now we got public accommodation. What became of his dream? In 63, they were asking Kennedy to hear him. In 2010, because he went to Selma, we got an African-American president. What became of his dream?
That's a dream.
Reverend Al, y'all dream too much, but let me tell you something. If you don't start with a dream, you won't wake up and do nothing. You got to see what's not there, and then wake up and make it happen.
Yeah.
You got to see what's not there, and fight to make it happen. And we're the children of dreamers that saw us here when we couldn't see ourselves. We're the children of dreamers that look back dogs and fire hoses in the face and defy death, saying we shall overcome. We're the children of dreamers that took the most powerful country in the world and never fired one shot, but turned the social order upside down. You don't know who you messing with. We're the folks that took nothing and made something happen. We took food stamps and welfare and reordered the economy. We're the children of the dreamers.
Yes.
Why do I believe in the dream? Internationally, I've seen it happen. There was a powerful man named Winston Churchill. Churchill one day heard about one of the colonies rebelling in Kenya. And he had 150,000 of tribesmen put into an incarcerated area. One of those men suffered that incarceration. But we lived through that area and kept on dreaming. And that tribesman that was in that Kenyan bondage, son is now the president of the United States. Why do I believe in the dream? One day George Wallace stood in the doorsteps of the University of Alabama and blocked a young black man and a young black woman from going to college. And we had to get the federal government to open the doors and let them in. Wallace didn't know that young black girl had a little sister. And that little sister watched in terror as they threatened her sister going to that school as a black woman for the first time. But that girl's little sister grew up and married a struggling young black lawyer. He's now the Attorney General of the United States, Eric Holder. That's why I believe in the dream.
All right.
When we announced this gathering, they said to me, why go to school? Because we must close the education gap. Then later they told me that others are going to be at the mall. And they're going to be standing where Dr. King stood. Well, they may have the mall, but we have the message. They may have the platform, but we have the dream. The dream was not about states' rights. In fact, if you read the dream, Martin Luther King talked about governors whose lips were dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. And those that try to take his place are trying to nullify the law. Look at Arizona. They're trying to nullify state law. They're trying to interpose civil rights. Just because you got the spot don't mean you're standing up to the dream. Because if you understood dreaming, you can dream anyway. We don't have to be at the spot. All we need to be is who we are. We can dream from jail cells. We can dream from hospital beds. We can dream wherever we are. But while they're down there, they ought to ask Abe Lincoln to tell them why he fought against states' rights and held the Union together. They ought to read Dr. King's speech. And then they need to talk to some of us who came up the rough side of the mountain. Those that made it against all odds. That's why we marching. Somebody said there's going to be trouble, and there ain't no trouble. We wouldn't disgrace today by allowing you to provoke us. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, we're going to celebrate those that laid down their lives to give us a chance. This ain't about them. This is about Dr. King. This is about Sammy Lou Hamer. This is about Dr. Hanks. We're going to walk together. Black, white, Latino, Asian, straight, gay. It don't matter. Those that believe in the dream, we're going to walk together and we're going to keep marching till we get statehood to DC. We're going to keep marching till we close the education gap. We're going to march together. As we get ready, I want y'all to hear me carefully. We're going to line up, and I want you to follow the march. Now don't rush, because they're already going to try to act like wasn't but 2,000 or 3,000 of us in here. So let the line stretch, so they can show the world the real dreamers in town.